the kind of tree bark that deer eat. If you live in garden and deer habitat, an area that includes much of the continental United States, you may have experienced deer damage in your landscape. Deer damage to ornamentals has increased since 2000 as natural habitat shrinks and human development spreads, according to the West Virginia University Extension Service. Deer often cause the most harm to the most expensive ornamental plants, trees. Though no tree species is deer-proof, some are less palatable than others. Tree damage. Deer damage trees in two ways. They nibble on bark, stems, foliage and buds and rub their antlers against tree trunks. While browsing can lead to defoliation, antler rubbing can remove a full circle of bark from a tree trunk, effectively girdling and killing the tree. Prevention. Prevent deer damage through a combination of different methods. Protect all trees, even deer-resistant species, with fencing, netting or trunk guards until they are well established, as seedlings and tender young trees are especially attractive to deer. Plant susceptible trees close to homes or other buildings, and surround trees with a ring of less palatable plants. These include flowering perennials and bulbs such as foxgloves digitalis spp, hellebores hellebris spp, lupins spp, sages salvia spp, and yarrow achelea spp. A grouping of pungently scented and flavored herbs, such as chives allium schoenoprasum, fennel feniculum vulgare, lavender lavendula spp, oregano oreganum spp, and thyme thymus spp, can deter deer from vulnerable trees. Vulnerable deciduous trees. Certain trees are more susceptible to bark browsing, especially those with tender, moist foliage. Avoid planting these in unfenced areas. Frequently damaged species include crabapples Malus spp, European ash Fraxinus excelsior, flowering cherries Prunus spp, fringe tree Gionanthus virginicus, golden rain tree Coolroyteria paniculata, Cosa dogwood Cornus cosa, Japanese maples Acer palmatum, Norway maple A platanoides, pears Pyrus spp, redbud Cercis canadensis, saucer magnolia Magnolia x soliniana and willows salix spp. Vulnerable evergreen trees. Deer find certain evergreens especially tasty. These include Arborvitae Thuja occidentalis, Atlantic white cedar Comiciferous thioides, balsam fir Abies balsamea, dawn redwood Metasequoia glypta stroboides, hemlock Suga spp, Foster S. holly Ilex X attenuata hybrids, Leyland cypress X Cupress ossiparis Leylandii, Nellie Stevens holly Ilex Nellie Stevens and white pine Pinus strobus. Resistant deciduous trees. Deer tend to avoid trees with pungent-smelling foliage or flowers. They find trees with gray-green, hairy or waxy foliage repellent, and they don't generally browse trees with thick, latex-like sap. Deciduous trees that resist deer damage include bald cypress Taxodium disticum, bottlebrush Aesculus parviflora, flowering dogwood Cornus florida, ginkgo biloba, hawthorns Crataegus spp, honey locust Gladitia triacanthus and paper birch Betchla papyriflora. Resistant evergreen trees. Deer don't like trees with thorny bark or stems and pointy or spiny foliage. They also tend to avoid species that have toxic bark, foliage or fruits. Deer-resistant evergreen trees include Colorado blue spruce Picea pungens glauca, Douglas fir Pseudotsubamenziesii, eastern reed cedar Juniperus virginiana, hollies with thorns Ilex spp, live oak Quercus virginiana, oleander Nerium oleander, pines Pinus spp, and southern magnolia grandiflora.